So I thought I was going to be able to go ahead and start on my, small series, starting off with Natasha Cooper on, the human behavior on social media, you know. But it just, like I said before, it's just every day there is just something new, something new. And, last night I was watching again, and all I can say is, deja vu. And also the night before, more falling outs with friends, and she had to go and blast them out on social media. Nothing can be private. We all have fallen outs. We do, I'm sure. And she just has to put everything out there. And of course, everything that they confided in her or maybe have told her. And this is what people have been saying. And, that they believe that some people that might want to break away from her, just like people that wanted to break away from Critical K, including people close to the case, like, the families of the victims, or, families involved in the case with Christopher Watts. They wanted to break away from her. And what did she do? She put out there, messages between them. She put out all the tea on, she kept everything that they discussed, so that when the time came when they were just like, okay, I had enough, I want to move on, I don't want to be a part of, your group or your channel or whatever anymore. She had all the information on them to put out there for the world to know. And it seems like Natasha, I am finding so many things that she is copying from Critical K. And that was going to be in part one of my, and was only going to do one and two, um, on Natasha, because I'm not a hater. I'm not. I was never, you know, in any of her groups, or, commented on anything that she said. I wasn't in her chatting, so she didn't do me wrong. I was just, like a lot of other creators, I was just looking and listening to their point of views, and kind of listening to what they had to say, and watching some chats. But there's a lot of, like I said, she says and does a lot of things that is like mimicking Critical K, and I'm going to point some of those out. But again, she had a breakup with Robbie, Save Robbie, their friendship. And, I do remember that name from back in the Watts case. I'm not too familiar with Save Robbie. Um, I did watch a few of his videos here recently, never before, so I'm not familiar with his character. I know that there's some things that, you know, he has stated and other has stated that he has done that he surely should not have. I do believe he has apologized for that. Are they sincere? I don't know. I'm not familiar. I know he has done a few things to Mommy Ramblings that should not have been done, and that it had to do with her son. And I am sorry. I don't care how much you cannot stand somebody, but to make fun of somebody who lost a child, okay, or who lost a family member, but especially a child, and I don't care who you are or how much you don't like a person, that is the lowest you can get. Or to condone somebody or befriend somebody that does that. And Natasha finally called it out. She's like, I never agreed with that. Something about a pet hamster, and I don't know what that's all about. I guess he was comparing his pet hamster with the loss of Mommy Rambling's child. And, I don't know all about that because I have stated before that for months, and I'm going to have to, since I keep getting sidetracked on trying to do my videos, I'm sorry, that, I have not watched the creators for months until the Gabby Petito case. But I'm guessing, he did some really horrible videos, and I guess Natasha streamed them, knowing what they were. I don't know, knowing what they were about. But to befriend somebody that had that character that would attack somebody that lost a child and then streamed the video showing their pain, to befriend somebody and then to stream that video knowing what it's about, and then to be friends with that person, that makes you know better. And for her to just now, because they had a falling out, make a comment about it, okay, that it was so wrong and dirty and low to compare, you knew that he was doing it all along, Natasha. So, what does that say to you or say about you? Okay, you call all. Let me try to. I'm losing my train of thought here because I just don't get the human behavior of people. You become friends with certain people knowing their character. And in my opinion, just to keep content with your own channel, okay? Because you have this new interesting person on your side, on your platform, knowing that they have this ugly side to them. But it was okay when you were friends with him for this ugly side to come out. But now that you're not friends with them, you're so appalled that he would compare his guinea pigs, the grief of his guinea pigs, as the same of losing a child. Now that appalls you and pisses you off, but it didn't back then, okay? And you say, well, everybody that has left you, now you're talking about Siren. Um, I guess because Siren decided, he wanted to stay friends with Robbie, and that's like, oh my gosh, and I seen that video as well. That just upset you so bad, you had all the crying. I didn't see any tears, okay, that it upset you so bad, and you thought he was going to harm himself. And again, why would you put, if this was your friend, no matter how mad you got at him because of whatever, why would you put such a private conversation that he sent you out for the world to know, to see? That means you are never a friend to him. Never. Because I don't care how you might feel about someone or how much you think that person did you wrong, okay? An adult, a real friend, because then you could say, I was always a real friend because I didn't put his business out there. So that makes me a true friend because I still didn't put his business out there. But you did. You did. On Robbie's sobriety, which I know nothing about because I didn't follow, I haven't followed him. So I don't know about his sobriety or anything. And I am going to watch some of his videos. And, he is saying that he's trying to change, that he treats people horribly, or he did. And I know people have said that he talks about women horribly. I don't agree with that at all. But if somebody is trying to change their behavior and is genuinely apologized and goes to the people directly, they don't even have to go to the public, okay, on social media, but goes to them privately and says, hey, what I did was totally wrong, okay? I did it totally wrong. And I am sorry for my behavior. We are all human. We are. We do make mistakes. Natasha, you are absolutely correct. We make mistakes. Things come out of our mouth that should not come out of our mouth. You're absolutely right. But when it happens on a daily basis, no, that's not a mistake. Okay? That's just who we are. That's just saying we're a shitty person. We're a shitty person inside because we're not learning from our mistakes. We're just a shitty person and we like to degrade people. And when we get mad, we're going to go for the lowest thing that we can go for, and that is what people tell us in private. That's when people pour out their soul to us, and we're going to let that out for the world to know. And I don't know, I guess, the thing with Siren, again, you say these people don't have your back and whatever, they're never there for you, and I guess Robbie gave you a channel. He's got his own platform, that he works. I don't know about Siren, but, there's a lot of people that has left you and he stayed there with you. But, maybe, just maybe, it wasn't just Robbie. I mean, I know you say he's obsessed with Robbie and Robbie's just going to use him. I don't know if you're saying he's obsessed with him, that, you keep saying that he wants a relationship with Robbie. You're putting things out that might be very personal. And again, you don't know what someone's frame of mind is. And I know you keep saying that you're not responsible for people's mental health. Well, Natasha, yes, you are if you push someone over the edge. Okay? And sometimes you can be held, responsible if you do push someone over the edge. Seen it happen. And I get that you were worried about him. Okay? I get that. But, you just can't put people's business out there when you have a falling out with somebody. Be an adult, because they might decide, hey, I, I'm sorry that she had a falling out with this person for whatever reason, but I don't have a problem with this person. And, I want to be friends with both. Now, I get it. Robbie said what he said, but you were putting his personal, information business out there about his legal thing, his sobriety, what a shit person he was. Well, you knew who he was and how he was when you befriended him. So what does that say about you? Okay? You knew how Siren was and who he was and all these other people that you befriend. And, they confide in you, they tell you things, and then when you have a falling out, again, you put their personal shit out there. And people have said this, but you say no one's scared to leave you, and all your people up on panel and in chat, they disagree with that. But it is proven every time you have a falling out with them, you put their shit out there. You do lives about them, talk bad about them, and all your subs and your panel people, they love all these people that are up there. They loved Siren, they loved Robbie, they loved Scarlett. As soon as you have an outing with them, then all of a sudden, boom, that chat changes, and it is like a cult. It is. All of a sudden, they don't like them. They didn't like them to begin with. They were never a friend. Well, just because you hadn't had a problem with them and you don't like them anymore, why does all these other people now why does all these other people now have to have a problem with them? What did these other people, what did they have to do with the issues that you have with Robbie or Siren? It's clear because I see it in the chat. Hashtag we stand with Natasha so many times. We need to support Natasha more. So because these other people decide to kind of break away from you and branch out, then all of your viewers and all your subs and everybody, they have to follow suit. They can't be friends with these people because it would not look like they're supporting you, bowing down to you. That's cult like. That's what people are talking about when they talk about cults. And we're going to do a segment on that. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video. I'm just uploading videos. They're going to be slow. So, it is what it is. I'm new to this. So, again, if this is just for my own personal little diary to go back on, it is what it is. But, it's totally insane how I look in these chats, and if you have an issue with somebody, everybody else does. And then if it can flip. It can flip. I see it in your chat. Just with last night's video. But you had an issue with Scarlett. When Scarlett, and I was going to do, it was going to be on my first video with you talking about Scarlett. And like I said, I still have not got that video done. And I'll get more into that. But, she left your panel and left your community because there was an issue. You were upset. I'm just going to briefly get into that. You were upset, left your panel. She went over onto her own channel. Your chat, your viewers went over there. They weren't ready to go to bed. You got upset about that. You felt like it was a slap in the face. Scarlett took that video down. She did a live the next day. She did not say anything negative about you. She just said that she was going to do her own thing. But I think you did a live about her, and she still didn't say anything negative about you at all. I don't even think she mentioned your name. She just said that she was basically going to do her own thing. She wasn't going to be one to get on panel anymore. She was going to stay in her chat. Everybody was welcome to be there or, with you, whatever. But you had to go, and I don't know if you kept that up or put that one private as well, but you made a live and you just degraded her. You just, said all sorts of mean things about her. And then, of course, all of your people, your subs, just had to follow suit. We knew this was going to happen. She was no kind of friend. We thought something was really weird about Scarlett. Just on and on and on about how horrible Scarlett was. And then I seen Scarlett, because I'm going looking at different creators and, looking at chats. And Scarlett was another, supposedly, the hater channel in their chats. And then last night, you had a video up, and I'll backtrack when I do my first and second video on you. But you backtrack, or you listening to my dogs here. Hush. So last night, I seeing that you were having a video or having a well, I do want to backpedal here because once again, and this is going to be on my first video, I see that you do the tears, and you'll see this a lot. Very upset Natasha, crying Natasha, and then bam. You don't see any tears. That's what you accuse other people of when they're upset. You say, look, no tears. Well, you didn't have any either. Every time, the pretend crying, there's no tears there. You switch like a light bulb. It goes from upset Natasha to condescending, putting people down. I mean, just a switch. Boom. The video changes. But last night, well, you did another video on, again, talking about, before this, again, talking about Robbie and Siren, of course, bashing them both, and how, Siren was never your friend either, never had your back, and yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And I wish I would have done that video, do these videos as they happen, because I'm not going off a script, you know. I'm just doing it by trying to do it by memory. And, I have a lot of things going on. The holidays are coming up, and, I watch these at night when I can't sleep. And not just yours, I'm going back and forth to different videos and just looking in chats as well. But, you know, we're just going to skip forward. And if I have to do another short video or something, before I get to my series, I will. But, last night, we'll just get to that video. And if I could think of it, something else, then I'll do another small video. But I'm like, deja vu when I seen that. It was like, come up on panel if you had a beef with me. But yours was to supposedly make peace. Now, I've seen this on Critical K's before. Get your butt up on panel. Don't talk to me in chat. If you have a problem with me, click the link. Quit being a coward. Get up here and debate me. But yours, you changed it a little bit. And it was, I want to make peace. Well, first off, we know that, at least in my opinion, peace cannot be made because you say that everybody else has to piggyback off you for a channel to make any content, because that's all their content is about, is you. And, or they wouldn't have a channel. Well, you only do true crime maybe, and I'll say this a lot. You post something in your true crime about once every 2 weeks. So, Natasha with true crime, I don't even know if that should even exist anymore, because about once every 2 weeks. I mean, most of your people and most of your views and likes and everything is in your drama channel. That's where everybody would rather be than true crime. They would rather be in your drama channel. So, if everybody wasn't talking about you, and if groups weren't made about you, you wouldn't have any content, because you stream everybody. And I know some people stream you as well, but you stream everybody and you talk about everybody else. Once in a while, you do makeup, or the panel just sits up there and it's just quiet. There's nothing really going on. It's just nothing. I mean, you talk about other channels being boring, if they're doing crafts or, doing auction off or whatever, or doing something. If they're not talking about you, then their channel's boring. If they're not talking about drama or bashing people, their channel's boring. But what is your content? I know you said people would flock at you if you were talking about toenails. What does that say about your viewers? Really? They would flock to see you and to hear you if you were clipping your toenails or talking about toenails for hours, for 5-6 hours? No, I don't think they would. But okay. But anyways, back to last night's video. Like I said, deja vu, because it takes me back to the Critical K days when she was on YouTube. And you did a lot of the same damn things that she did. And I see a lot of things, a lot of patterns that you do that Critical K did, that you copy off of Critical K. And I'm going to say this a lot too. I am sure that you are glad that she has been taken down, because you have literally taken her place. And you'll hear me say this a lot too, you know, with your tiara, with you having people call you the queen, because that's what they did with Kay. I'm surprised you haven't got a gazoo up there and, you know, rubber chickens and, you know, stuff like that. Uh, Maybe that's coming. I don't know. I mean, you do have your little siren thing that you do, you know, your with your voice. That's just as bad as listening to the kazoos. So, just as annoying, but anyways, just to point out a few things that I noticed, you know, you had people come on up there, and I have to say, Kay would give half-ass apologies just like you did. Those apologies were the most pitiful half-ass apologies I've ever heard. When you say, I apologize, but, if there's a but in there, that wasn't an apology. You would apologize with a but and then an excuse for your bad behavior of why you did what you did to the people that were coming up on panel. So, you know, to me, again, exactly what Kay would do. And then it would be like, I'm sorry. Now, some, you know, you kind of made it, a few of them, sound like it was a, you know, a good apology. And you did say, I'm sorry about my bad behavior, you know, but the excuse, we're only human, you know, I shouldn't have. Things come out of my mouth when you know, I have feelings, you know, they get hurt. And like I said before, yes, you're correct. We are only human. Things do come out of our mouths that shouldn't at times when we're mad. Totally agree. But you know what? When we're mad at somebody and things come out of our mouth that shouldn't, okay? It could be an F you. It could be, you know, shut the F up. Shit like that. It's not bashing someone's looks, okay? Body shaming, which, you know, you talk about people body shaming you. You body shame just as much as anybody else body shames you. That's a fact. You go real live, and I'm going to talk that on my video, my first video I do of you, because that's a fact. You go real live on people. You dox people just like they have done to you, you say. Okay, you do the same exact damn thing to other people that other people have done to you. So if you don't want them doing it to you, why would you do it to others? When you get mad, you could do all sorts of other things except what you do, okay? And you do it night after night after night after night. You could tell them on panel, F off. You don't have to go after their looks, after their family, and do the crap you did. And then you get people up there, and this is what Kay would do. She would get people up there, and she would talk over them. I mean, granted, the one thing I can give you is you did put yourself on mute, and you would let them talk a little bit. But then when you would get on there, you would run right over them, and then you didn't like what they had to say, and boom, they were gone. And then you would say the same words Kay would say. Batter up. What does that mean, Natasha? Batter up so you can swing. Kay said that would say the same thing when she would have people come up there that disagreed with her. Batter up. And also next. Batter up, next. That didn't mean that was a joke last night. That wasn't for peace. I mean, I know your people didn't see it that way. That wasn't for peace. You were just knocking them out of the park. It was a game to you. Another game. Another, well, I tried. I tried. But as soon as, I mean, you work it out, and then people in your chat was like, God, get him off there. Get him off there. It was taking too much time. You know what? To be able to make real peace, sometimes you got to talk it out and work it out. And there's no time limit. As someone else said, there should be a time limit. This is the mindset of your great community. Time limit. Sometimes as an adult, it takes talking it out, okay? But if you're not an adult and you're just there for drama, sometimes you don't get it. You did say something too. I don't think your people picked it up. They should have. Because if you don't take that live down and you don't edit it, you made a comment. You said, there is no friends on YouTube. You did have one person say something in chat. They said, well, I thought the 1,300 in here were my friends. But you said, there is no friends on YouTube. You said it. That's meaning all of your subs, all of the people on panel, okay, they're not your real life friends because you never met them. Well, maybe a few that live in your town that might be in there. But all these other people, they're social media friends. And you said there is no friends on YouTube. So you just stated all those people on panel, all your subs, they're not your friends. I don't know if they caught it. I know one person did. I seen it. But the rest of them are so blinded by you, except one person. They didn't catch it. You just claimed right there that no one is your friend in YouTube. They're just your money train. That's it. That's it. That's all they are to you. So basically, I just wanted to do this video because I, like I said, you know, you had some other people come up there, and I swear when I see some of that thing, some of that stuff, and I am gonna do on my second video that I do with Natasha, how I think your channel grew, not organically. That's gonna be the second video. Some of the things I seen, because you know I did start watching your videos when you first got on YouTube. You were doing your videos on your public page. You would go live on your videos, or on your, I'm sorry, you would go live on your page, and you just started on YouTube. It was a little over a year ago, and how I think your channel grew before the Gabby Petito case, and not organically, but out of a lot of fake drama that got started. And I think some of the stuff we seen last night was fake. You know, just in my opinion, I think a lot of the stuff that we see happening or being said is fake. I did want to address one other thing, because I did not know this. Like I said, you know, I quit watching channels for months. Didn't even know this. Apparently, you gave out information that was false information. I mean, you do have, 60 researchers that you always bragged about? But apparently you gave out wrong information. I know they say it was months ago. About 3 people. A few of them came up on panel, and I guess you did say that you were sorry that you gave out this information. But you said you did it because you were pissed. And you didn't vet it with your 60 researchers and all your mods and everything else. But you gave out some really damaging information, and think it had to do with people being, I'm just going to say damage. I'm not even going to say it. Damaging information that you read. But yet, you are so upset and so mad that one of your friends, I'm not even sure if he's a mod, one of your friends, someone else did the same thing to him, and now you got the cartoon character, I don't even know who they are, channel that is really going hard after these people that supposedly did, they did the same thing, but we're not even sure yet if you set them up, because the way that it looks, you're not even sure about this, but the way that it looks, the way that it's looking now, one of your people sent them the link. Because we do know for a fact that your mods went in and asked for that link and brought it back to you. And then you blasted it on your channel of what it was and who it was about. Now, the person that had the link on her channel did not blast what it was and who it was about on her channel until you did. She just sent the link to these couple of people that asked for it. So it was kind of a private thing. So now everybody knows what it was about and stuff because you blasted it. So I'm wondering if that was either your mod that it was about was in on it, or you betrayed your friend, because it wasn't real anyways. It was fake. But was it another fake thing to cause more drama that you guys made up in your heads, or that you guys made up to send over to your haters' site because you're having such a problem with Mommy Ramblings right now? So was it some fake stuff that you guys made up and sent over there? And she should have vetted it. She should have. Absolutely, she should have vetted it. Just like you should have vetted what you sent out about 3 people, I think it was. She should have vetted it before she sent it to anybody, but she didn't put it out on her channel live of what it was and who it was about. A few people asked for it and she sent it to them, right? Should have never happened unless she vetted it. And then again, I'm sorry, I don't get this mentality of sending personal information out on people. I mean, this is YouTube, okay? This is YouTube. But she sent it to a couple of people who just happened to be your mods asking for the link for it. So kind of fishy that you sent your mods over for the link, and I would really like to find out if they can dig and find out who actually sent them the link in the first place. It's being said that it was somebody on your side. So if they find out that it was somebody on your side, now you have these cartoon, I never even heard of them before, but I guess they made videos about you, these cartoon Arizona ladies. And you didn't like them then, but you like them now because now they're making cartoons about Mommy Ramblings. Now they're A-okay. But, was this something that you made up? Because, this church thing, this supposedly people called churches in your area, and because there was a comment supposedly in Mommy Ramblings chat, and you put that on your live, the comment, and it stated that somebody, I wonder if anybody or somebody should call the churches in her area to see if she's scamming them for money or food or something like that. And to come find out, it was somebody on your side that made that comment, that came over in Mommy Ramblings chat, and they wrote a message out to Mommy Ramblings that you sent them over there, And they literally changed their screen name. And if I'm not mistaken, their screen name was Tuxedo or something like that. They went from their one name and they changed it after they were called out about it. So are you sending people over there to do some dirty work, and Mommy Ramblings isn't vetting these people? I mean, this is just like a really bad high school game. It's a really bad soap opera going back and forth like this. I've never seen this crap in my life. But what happened here with your mod, I guess it's your mod. This person is your mod. What these people did to your mod, okay, you did to three other people. And because you apologized, that makes it okay. Well, apparently these people apologized, and that doesn't make it okay. These people didn't throw it out on their live. They sent it to a couple people who was your people, your mods, a link, and you blasted it on your live who it was about and what it was said, and it was about a wrong person anyways, because it wasn't vetted. But you did the same thing, and it might have been months ago, but it doesn't matter. You still did it. The harm is done. The harm is, it's there, it's out there on social media. It never goes away. So just because you said, I'm sorry, I should have never done it, I did it because I was pissed. That makes it even worse. You did it because you were pissed. And you also said you didn't even know what was in it. You didn't know blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because Miss Natasha Cooper says that she doesn't put anything out there, and she looks everything up. She doesn't put false information out there, because you supposedly are the best true crime person out there. So you do your research, but you just happen to not do research on this? Really? I call it bullshit. So it's okay that you did it. It's just fine that you did it. Do these cartoon Arizona people, do they know about you doing that? I'm just curious. I'm just curious if they're mad at Mommy Ramblings now, so they're going after her now because of this thing with your mod that was put out there that should have never been put out there, because that doesn't excuse that either. But are they okay that what you did, what you put out, and I don't even know what you put out, because I heard what it was from just what people were talking about, last night. And it sounds like basically almost the same thing. Did they deserve it? I'm curious to find out exactly what it was. I guess videos are down. I'd really like to know what it was about, or exactly what it's about. Because you don't put stuff out there like that because you're pissed. Then you made another comment, and then I'm going to end it on this note. But you made another comment, somebody on that side said that they would like an apology for their child. And I guess their child was on the channel, or made a comment or something. And no children should be in this true crime community or drama community at all, because it is nasty. Nasty. And you even said, Natasha, that no child, the children should be monitored on this. They shouldn't be on this crap. I absolutely agree with that statement, because this is crap, okay? But in those same words, you said, my child isn't on this. I have blah, 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 blah on her phone. Your child, your minor child, is sitting right there and knows exactly what you say and what your chat is saying, because she is sitting right there while you're doing it. She knows everything that's going on because she's sitting right there. You hear yourself talking to her. You hear her making comments about what's going on. You tried to bring her once into the Mommy Ramblings thing because you said, did you hear what Mommy Ramblings said? because you hear your boyfriend saying she doesn't care. You bring your minor child into the true crime, or I don't even want to say true crime, your drama channel all the time. She's sitting right there while you're going off on people, degrading people. She's sitting right there hearing it. She might not be on the internet on your channel, which she might be, because she has one of her videos on your channel, which I'll save that for a video. And I don't bring minor children. I don't even want to bring children into this at all. But you put your minor child constantly into this. You got her name out there, you got her face out there, you got her video out there on your channel. Knowing that there's so many, as you call, haters. But you want to talk about somebody else, their child going into and leaving comments, and I don't even know what that's all about, but still, your child, your minor child, knows all about it because she's right there. She's in the vehicle when you do lives. We've seen her before insert herself into your lives. So, I mean, can't really give parental advice on that aspect when you do the same yourself. And on that note, I'm going to end it. I know there was more that I wanted to say on that, but like I said, I'm not going off a script. It's harder to do when you don't have a panel, when you're just sitting and you're just talking, when you don't have anybody to really chat and, bring up things. But, oh yeah, there is one thing that I wanted to bring up. I was really surprised to see Scarlett back up on your panel. I don't get it. I really don't. When someone sits there and degrades somebody who supposedly was their friend as much as you do, I mean, you can be friends with anybody you want, but I seen her back up on your panel, and I know, oh, well, we made amends. I just don't get that. I don't get it when you degrade people the way you do, and you tell them, how horrible they are. They were never my friend. And then you have your followers say the same thing, but yet they were friends with this person and thought they were cool, they were beautiful, they were this and that. And then they go along and say the same thing, and then she's back up on your panel and she's, oh, hi. And then all these people, all these followers, all of a sudden, because you like her again, all of a sudden, oh, she looks beautiful. Oh, hello. How are you doing? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I understand having peace. Don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. We can have peace and harmony. But I'll be damned if I would ever be friends with somebody that would put me down and degrade me. Okay, let alone a private friendship, I say real friendship, a real life friendship that would degrade me and make me feel like scum on their feet. But to put it out for thousands of people to see on social media that will never go away, and then have a following of thousands of people say the most horrible things about me, and then want to be a part of that community again. And this is a pattern. This is a pattern. If Natasha likes you, everybody likes you. If Natasha doesn't like you, it flips. Nobody likes you. Critical K was the same way. And we're going to talk about that in a separate video. And I see it with other creators too. Okay? And in real life, we have friendships. In real life, we have friendships. And not all of our friends get along. We have a friend that might not like another friend. Does that mean that I can't be friends with this person that might not like this other person? No. That means all three of us won't go out at the same time. Okay? I'll go out with one friend, and then, the next week or something, I'll go out with the other friend. But it does not mean I am going to not be friends with the other person because the other person doesn't like that friend. If that other friend didn't do anything to me personally, I'm not going to lose that friendship just because my other friend doesn't like them. Period. That's how real friends behave. But not on social media, okay? You have to follow the creator. Whoever the creator doesn't like, you have to follow their lead. And that's a bunch of bullshit. So on that note, I'm going to end it. And like I said, I really want to do I really want to do my small series, but I know something else is going to come up. Something else has to come up because the channel has to keep going with drama. There can't be any peace. Natasha, you don't want peace. You don't want people to stop talking about you, because what content would you have? If you had nobody talking about you, you could not talk about anybody else. You could talk about how shitty of a channel they had and how boring their channels are. I mean, people were talking about what was going on with schools today. Serious stuff. I mean, I heard people almost in tears. They were that worried about sending their children to school. Okay? You had to interrupt that. Something serious. I mean, they were really trying to get the message out there, and I say kudos because I didn't hear about it. I did not hear about it. I heard about it first on your channel. Now, granted, my children are grown. They're adults. I have grandchildren, though. And I did not hear about it until your channel. And you had to interrupt it, just out of the blue, interrupt it to mention about Jimmy doing a COVID concert. It was that important that you had to mention it. They're not even over there, and I just tuned in here and there, and I know my one video that I did, I haven't even uploaded it yet. I'm going to upload it today. I know Carolyn has done some more lives. I think she's off camera, and I know when I did my video, I haven't uploaded it. It was about her ER visit. It said she didn't do any lives, but she has since then. But I'm not doing any videos about, because she's not showing her face, whatever. You can't say crap about it, Natasha, because when you had COVID, you were doing many lives with your face, so it is what it is. But you had to interrupt these ladies talking about something that as serious as what's going on, today, because it's like all, national, to mention about Jimmy's doing a COVID concert. What is that hurting you? He's not talking about you, okay? He's not talking about anybody else. He's sitting there singing. So I clicked over there real quick, just for a minute, and he's sitting there on his guitar singing. What is that hurting you? He's not doing a damn thing wrong. Singing Christmas carols. No drama, no talking about anybody else. That's what I'm saying. You have to have the drama. It cannot stop for you. It can't. You would not have a channel either. So you want to talk about everybody else's channel going down? You wouldn't have a channel either, because eventually your people would get bored. You can only look at makeup so long. Okay? Unless you were doing like these people do the professional makeup tutorials. And they do pretty good on that. So, I mean, you could do something like that. But unless you're cutting people down and talking bad about them, or you keep losing friendships and you got to degrade them and put out their personal information or personal stuff that they told you, you wouldn't have any content either, no matter how much you want to pat yourself on the back and say you would. But we're going to get in that when I do these other two, when I dig in deeper into the videos that we do. But that's all I got right now, and I just wanted to do a video on last night. I know I talked about much more than that because there was other things that happened in between, and hopefully today I work in at least part one of the original video that I wanted to do and get onto. I only wanted to do excuse me, 2 videos because I did not want this to be just a Natasha bashing channel, because that's not what I want to do. This is on the human behavior, of some of the different creators, and not just, the stuff in chats and stuff like that I've seen in what's happened, in groups and stuff like that. But like I said, stuff happens every day and it just never ends. And I'm also going to try to do some try to get to, because Christmas is just like coming on us so fast, and I wanted to do some Polish stars. They're just made out of wrapping paper, and I wanted to maybe try to get that done today and get it posted up there. Another craft that can be done with the kiddos. I know Christmas break is coming up, I think today, for a lot of kids, and they get bored, just want to be on the video games and stuff. It's cold out in a lot of areas, so maybe I can get that up there. I used to do this with my kiddos, and we would put on the Christmas tree, so maybe I can get that done today too. So we'll catch you again, and everybody stay safe.